Turbo timers, what are they, how do they work, and do you need one? So, a turbo timer is something that leaves your engine running after you switched it off for a preset time. 30 seconds, a minute, 30 seconds, etc, etc. Why do you want to leave your engine running after you've switched it off for a minute? It basically, on a turbocharged car, a turbo is one of the hottest components, and especially after an enthusiastic drive, that thing's almost red hot. Now, oil, just like any other cooking oil or any other type of oil, it has a set temperature that it can't exceed, and generally they're okay when they're circulating around because they go through the whole engine, they cool down and they keep circulating. But as soon as you switch that off, that circulation stops, so whatever's in the turbo stays in the turbo. Now that's red hot, which almost exceeds the temperature that your engine oil can handle. So the idea behind the turbo timer was that you'd switch a car off, lock it, and the engine will still run for about a minute to 30 seconds, which will bring down the temperature a bit, just enough so that the engine has the time to sort of relax. The turbo can come down a few notches in degrees and stops that oil from breaking up. This was very popular back in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and when turbocharged cars and even engine oil was, less advanced. Engine oils were less synthetic. Nowadays, engine oils are fully synthetic, so we're able to manipulate how they act in certain temperatures and how high that temperature can get before the components within the oil starts to break down. So yeah, they're no longer popular. I mean, it's kind of like surprising considering that 95% of cars nowadays are turbocharged. Back in the 80s and the 90s, and they're like 10% of cars were probably turbocharged. Nowadays, every car that comes out of the factory is pretty much turbocharged, but because of synthetic oils, we no longer have to worry about that. However, if you're a track day driver, you've got big turbos, etc, etc, I would recommend a turbo timer. Or if you can't be bothered to invest in one, or you don't want one or whatever, just leave your car running for 30 seconds before you switch it off when you come to a standstill, just so that oil has time to circulate. Your turbo can drop down a couple of degrees in temperature. But yeah, quick video on turbo timers and how they work, what they do, and I hope you like them. Just one more thing.